Honestly, one of the fruits of the Spirit that I struggle with the most is patience. It doesn't help that I live in a hate-to-wait culture where everything is so fast, almost instant. We drive fast cars, we eat fast food, use instant communication tools like email and WhatsApp, all soon to be powered by even faster 5G. But what happens if we bring this thinking into our relationship with God? Like, do we expect instantaneous answers to prayer? As explored in previous episodes, God is like a vintner, patiently waiting for the fruits of our life to ferment into something even more wonderful. Fermentation is a natural process in which fruit sugars break down into something simpler: alcohol and carbon dioxide, spirit and gas. Slowly, the sufferings of life break us down into something simpler. As James puts it, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you encounter trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Allow perseverance to finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Ultimately, in fermenting, our character is slowly transformed from flesh and juice into a spirit, just as God is. Another point in this analogy is that fermenting takes time. The better the vintage, the longer it takes. Day by day, it slowly matures, so slowly you wouldn't even notice the change. You might even be thinking, "Man, nothing's changing at all, it's a complete waste of time, no end in sight." For the great vintner, whose perspective is eternal, our personal fermentation is just a brief period of transition. We're obsessed with haste, but the vintner is obsessed and focused on taste. Although the process is simple, the vintner keeps careful eyes on his work. If too much time passes, the juice may turn bitter into vinegar. As Paul says to the Corinthians, God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Have faith. We will not be left unattended for longer than we can bear. Even though you may be struggling, He will provide the means to support us through the process. That's why Jesus describes God as a vintner. He will allow just enough pressure in order that we become better, not bitter. If we're in danger of becoming bitter, He will provide the escape, but it's up for us to take it. As Paul reminds us, God's grace is sufficient for us. He is able to make every grace overflow to us, so that in every way, always having everything we need, we may excel in every good work. How about us though? Will we let suffering make us bitter, or will we trust in God to make us better? Be patient, trust His timing, so that in the comforting words of Philippians, He who began a good work in us will bring it to completion. This video is one thought from a series of talks called New Wine. Check out further videos, the full talk, and all the other information you need on shannonchristians.ie.